Let us solve some problems using Bayes' theorem. First problem, if 1% of emails are spam and 90% of spam emails contain the word offer, what is the probability that an email is spam if it contains the word offer? Calculate using Bayes' theorem. Let's find out what all things are given here. Probability of spam, that is what percentage of emails are spam. It is 1% is spam. 1% turns out to be 0.01. 90% of the spam emails contain the word offer. 90% of the mails P offer given spam. Then if it is a spam, the probability of it having the word offer is 90%, which is 0.9. Now, what is the probability of it not being a spam? If it is an offer, we do not know. So we have to assume some value. And we have to find out what is the probability of that mail being an offer. So what is the probability that an email is spam if it contains the word offer? Now, formula is here. For that, probability of spam is 0.01. Not spam will be 1 minus 0.01, which is equal to 0.99. Formula for Bayes' theorem is P of spam given offer. First of all, you have to write P of spam as it is here, P of spam. Then reverse this order. P of spam given offer, change it to P offer given spam. Divided by P of offer, it has to be computed. Computation is using this formula. P of offer is P of offer given spam into P spam plus P of offer not spam given that into probability of not spam. Out of this, we know this is 0.90 and this is 0.01, the percentage of spams in the mail. Not spam and it is an offer. We do not know, so we are assuming that it is to be 0.01. So this one is an assumption. And this is given here, 1 minus 0.01, that is 0.99. So when you fill up these things, we get P of offer is 0.90 into 0.01 plus 0.01. That's what I assumed there. This is what I assumed into 0.99. So that comes to 0.0189. So we have to use this P of offer as 0.0189. So the numerator we have P of offer, spam is 0.9, P of spam is 0.01. So we can simply say is equal to R P of spam divided by whatever we have calculated now, that is 0.0189, 0.0189, 0.47619. This is also calculated the same way. So since I already calculated it here using this formula, that is the final answer. Let us write this answer, 47%. Next question. Box A has 1 white, 3 red. B, 2 white, 1 red. C, 4 white, 3 red. If you pick 1 white and 1 red from the same box, what is the probability that they are both from the box B? P of A, P of B, P of C, because we are picking one out of the three boxes at random. The probability of anyone being picked up is 1 by 3. So P of A is 1 by 3, P of B is 1 by 3, P of C is 1. Probability of, if you pick up from A, what is the probability that W and R are picked up is given by, now how many balls are there in A? One white. The only method of picking one white from one white is 1C1. It is one, of course. Only the methods of taking different combinations of taking one red ball out of three is 3C1. And divided by how many different combinations are there of picking up two balls out of the four, 1 plus 3, four red balls. That is 4C2. The formula for that is combine 1 comma 1 star combine 3 comma 1 divided by combine 4 comma 2. Similarly here we have got 2 and 1, therefore it is combine 2 comma 1, combine 1 comma 1, and 2 plus 1 is 3, therefore comma 3 comma 2. And in this one is there are 4 plus 3, there are 7. So combine 4 comma 1, combine 3 comma 1, and combine 7 comma 2. So these are the three things. Denominator is here. We have to just compute the denominator only in this because we already picked up W and R. What is the probability that it is picked up from box B? Probability of B given W and R has been picked up. B, W and R has been picked up. What is the probability that it is from B? So here you are writing P of B same. P of B, WR changed to WRB. Then repeat the same thing, P of B, PWR here. Replace A also, and replace C also. I written P of A, P of B, P of C. This we are done. Now, denominator is nothing but multiplication of these two, multiplication of these two, multiplication of these two. And the formula for that is sum product. So, P of B, WRB is L5 into M5. That is what is given here. L5 into N5. L5 and En5. That is what is given here. Divided by sum product of this column with this column. That is nothing but this multiply by this plus multiply this plus this multiply by this is sum product. You get if W and R have been picked up from one particular box only, the probability that it is from B is 0.38 or 38%. Next is a telecom company wants to predict that a customer will leave based on their complaint history. A is customer churns, how many customers are leaving, and B is customer has made complaints. So P of A given is 5%. 5% of customers leave the service. Whether you have a complaint or they have a complaint or not, they leave. That is customer leaving a company irrespective of the company. B given A. That means those who have complaint, the probability of they will leave is 70%. 70% of the customers who leave had complaints. They had complaints and then left 70%. P of B, what is the percentage of people having complaints? Customers having complaint, 20%. So simpler formula here. A given B, first repeat P of A only, then reverse this P by A and P of B, P of B. Substitute 0.70, 0.05 by 0.2, so is 0.175. That is, calculate here, is equal to 0.07 star 0.05 divided by 0.20. That comes to 175.175 or 17.5%. So the customer has made a complaint. There is a 17.5% chance they will leave. So you can try and help the customer remain with the company by taking some proactive measures. But answer is 17.5. In a city, 40% of the people travel by car, 35% travel by bus, 25% travel by train. It is known that 2% of the car users are late to work, 5% bus users are late, and 1% of the train users are late. The person chosen at random from the city is found to be late to work. What is the probability that this person came by bus? Probability of coming by car is 0.4, bus is 35.35, train is 0.25. If somebody comes by car, that he is late, percentage 2%. Somebody comes by bus and is late, percentage is 0.05, sorry, is 5%, that is 0.05. Somebody comes by train and is late, percentage is 1%, that is 0.01. Now we have to find out he has come late. What is the probability that the latecomer has come by bus? So first, repeat this P of bus only here, and second one multiplied by bus late, make it late bus, divided by, repeat this here, P bus, P late bus, and then replace two more times, is P bus, I made a mistake here, so you have to, this is plus sign here, P car late given car plus P bus P late given by bus plus delete this one P train P late one. So we are all the values here. Now the it is already calculated. B10 into E10. B10 is here into E10 is here divided by B9 into E9, B10 into E10, E11 into 11. So let us do in another manner using the sum product also. So is equal to B10 into E10. That is B10 star E10 divided by sum product of this column, comma, this column. It goes. That also comes to 0.625. Right. So easier to do with sum product, but there is less confusion. 62.5%. There are two bags, A and B. A has 3 red and 1 blue, and B has 3 blue and 1 red, 1 white. A has 3 red, 1 blue. B has 3 blue, 1 white. So this is bag A, 3 red, 1 blue. This is bag B, 3 blue and 1 red. With blindfold, you pick up a ball from one of the bags. That ball happens to be red. What is the probability that the red ball came from bag A? P of A, P of B, because you are picking at random. I can pick up bag A, I can pick up bag B. It is 1 by 2, 1 by 2. P of R by B. In B, only one red ball is there. So probability is 1 by 4. P of A, P of R into A are given A plus P of B into R given B. That is the denominator of that. Let us do it directly here. So P of red is picked up. What is the probability that is coming from A is equal to P of A and reverse of that P of R given A. Then repeat the same thing here, P of A, P R given A, and repeat plus replace it with P of P by B. Now let us put it here. P of A, what is P of A? P of A is this one star. P of R given A, that is this one divided by P of same thing F8 F8 star F9 plus P of B and R by B, that is 1 by 2 and 1 by 4. That is F. We have to find out P of A given R. That is, it is picked up a red ball. What is the probability that is from A is given by the base formula. P of A, repeat as it is P of A here. AR, reverse it to PRA. Write the same thing down below also. And then instead of A, put B. If there is another bag C, then you can plus P of C. If there is another bag D, you have to write P of D and P of R by D also. Now, here only two bags are there. Values are here. So is equal to what is P of A and P of R? That is multiplication of this star, this divided by, repeat the same thing. I can copy like this. Control V plus, I have to do it for this one. That is plus this star, this one, bracket close. That comes to 3 by 4. Or you might get it as 0.75 also. Now here it is coming 3 by 4 because I declared this in format cells. I declared this number as fraction. If I declared it as a number with two decimal places, then it would have come as 0.75. So don't worry. If otherwise, one moment you say 1 by 2, it will come to 3.5 also. So here also I had formatted the cells as fractions, like format cells fraction up to 1 digit in the denominator or numerator. So I had to accordingly do that. That is that question. Now next question, there are three candidates for the post of professor. X, Y, Z are the people. X, Y, Z percent, the ratio is proportion is 4 is to 2 is to 3. Probability of X introducing a new subject is 0.35, Y is 0.52, and Z is 0.80. What is the probability that new subject will be introduced in the next year? P of X is 4 by 9. Why 9? 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 3, 9. His share probability is 4. Y is 2 by 9. Now, if X is selected, the probability that it introduce a new subject is 0.35. If Y is selected, new subject 0.52. Z is selected, the new subject 0.8 because Z will probability is 0.80. Now we have to find out what is the probability of total probability of introducing a new subject. That will be obtained by multiplying probability of X being selected and then that person introducing a subject. Plus, Y can be selected. Y also will introduce subject. Z can be selected. Anyone can be selected. And therefore, you have to add all these things. There's nothing but sum product of this column with this one, which means 4 by 9 multiplied by 0.35 plus 2 by 9 multiplied by 0.52, 1 by 3 multiplied by 0.8. Same thing can be obtained by using sum product. So there is 54% probability that a new subject will be introduced next year. It could be from X, it could be from Y, it could be from Z, whoever is selected. This is how you solve Bayes theorem problems.